I was surprised at how dark sometimes some of the moments were in comparison. But yeah, I try to avoid the manga. I mean, there's some that I would love to read, but just not enough hours in the day, you know?
Yeah, the only time I've really referenced the manga is when I'm playing a really important role, like a lead character or something important. With All Might, for instance, I definitely checked out the manga first. With Zoro, I checked out the manga first, because it's the best way to get ahead without actually having to watch all the episodes, because you're getting an idea of what's going to happen at least a general idea. And it's good just to kind of cross-reference that kind of stuff. When I was in, let's see, I played a guy in, what's it called? The Illegal Coils, what was the name of that show?
Oh my gosh, Dimension W.
Dimension W, yeah. I typically follow the manga on that every week. That was my way of kind of keeping up with the story, so I could go in as prepared as possible. Because when you go in really prepared to a session, it changes the whole dynamic of the session. Because then you're not just getting explained what the hell's even happening. You can already go, oh, I already know what's happening. Just let's make it awesome. So you get to focus more on dialing in the best acting you can do.
Next.
Well, people are getting braver and braver.
I'm gonna go with orange shirt, because I saw your orange. And for all of you guys in black, as you can tell, I love black, but for whatever reason, the colors are top of me.
Okay, well, I know with the new movie, we now make a Gogeta canon, but it's always been a hotly debated topic in terms of fusions. So I just wanted your opinion on whether or not, which one do you think is stronger, Vegito or Gogeta?
Ooh, wow. Man, I haven't actually thought about this too much. I want to believe that the fusion where they have to do the dance is stronger, only because it's far more embarrassing for them to get into that. So they really have to want to fuse, if that's the case. The earrings are just like, boop, earrings, and we're good, and we're fused now. That's my only answer to that. I don't. It's hard to tell. Now that Gogeta's canon, though, we're still yet to see kind of what the future is. Because if this movie, and I promise, I can do a live tech test. I do not know what the future of the series or the Dragon Ball is. But if the end of the movie indicated that which seemed to indicate that there was going to be more, so that the end of Dragon Ball Super indicated there was going to be more, I really think that we're yet to find out what the power of Gogeta truly is. So. Oh, sorry. It's okay. He's standing right in the middle. So
I started playing it smart, just way back in the middle.
Yeah, that's good. Good idea. Just reset. Let's go with the guy right here, the Vegeta cosplay. He forgot his question. It happens to the rest of us.
So what other villain do you want to resurrect? Since they already resurrected Brody and Frieza.
I don't want to resurrect any more villains at all.
So which one would be
I want new. If they're going to resurrect anyone, I think they should resurrect Marin. Better yet, I think they should resurrect. I would love to see Launch come back. You would love Launch. Launch is this character that only existed in the original Dragon Ball series. It was Tien's girlfriend, technically. But Tien's kind of boring, so I can see why. I'm only saying that because I'm hoping one day the voice of Tien hears me say that. Because the guy who plays Tien and I have this ongoing joke as to which character's lamer, like Tien or Yamcha. And so, yeah, I'd like to see, I'd love to see, man, it'd be awesome if Launch just came back as a villain. That'd be kind of awesome. But Launch was this character, she was played by Meredith McCoy. She's blonde, and she's normally this demure, kind of sweet, like brunette, but then when she gets angry, like Hulk, she turns into like a blonde girl that wielding a heavy machine gun, and it's pretty fun. Yeah.
Oh gosh, it's my turn. The middle. I don't know why I like the middle so much.
Every single person in here is wearing a white wristband. You with the shirt on?
This is time for Chris.
Yeah.
You say you wanted to practice your Spanish, right?
Yes.
Can you try to say it's over 9,000 in Spanish?
You're gonna have to teach me what it even means. How do you say? How would you say it?
Don't look at me.
I speak Spanish.
I want to see if you can figure it out on your own. You've got a computer in your pocket.
Yes, sobre mil. Sobre 9,000.
Hold on a minute.
I'm gonna make
How
you
do you
work for
say
it.
it's over 9,000 in Spanish? I wish I could help, but I'm just a phony. And it'd be way more fun to watch you squirm right now. How would you say it again?
I think you could say it's sobre 9,000 or más de 9,000.
What's the second part? De, más de,
9,000.
9,000?
9,000.
Ah, 9,000? Mil.
Más de,
Okay, más de.
más de 9,000.
Más de 9,000! That's really what if I ever spoke Spanish, I'd just be embarrassing because that's how I wanted like all my sentences. Like I just wanted
Like
to
a
sound.
soccer announcer.
Yes. Because when we were first working on Dragon Ball, we were not able to get the Japanese materials in time. So all we had were the Spanish, like the Spanish dub, and we weren't able to, if we even, the system wasn't set up where we actually referenced the original, but occasionally since I worked there, I would listen to the original. And it was hysterical because I didn't understand any of it. It was like, it was really awesome. By the way, I hate to promote another convention while I'm here, but I don't know if you guys have all heard, but I think they're bringing in the Spanish
I know Mario Castellera
Yeah.
is gonna be at Command.
and the Vegeta's gonna be there too. So they're both gonna be there at Kamehameha in Dallas. It's a Dragon Ball Z convention. You're welcome.
Thanks for trying to fit.
We do have enough time for about 2 more questions.
Okay. Let's do the Latin American person. I'm making fun of Hanukkah real quick. You in the Marty McFly jacket. Yeah. Oh, Thriller, sorry.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Anyways, here's a question, kind of difficult. It might be difficult to answer, but if you had to pick one role that you didn't enjoy, like what character of what series you didn't enjoy, and is there any specific reason for that?
That I did not enjoy.
Yeah, you did not enjoy, because we're mostly asking questions that, oh, happy you enjoyed this, but I'm curious, which character of what series, video game or anime or anything else, that you were like, I didn't enjoy this character as much as I thought, or in a reason why? For both of you, of course.
Oh man.
I honestly, I know this is gonna sound like I'm just being like sweet, pretty princess, but I seriously can't think of one that I didn't enjoy. Like, I think that we are so lucky to get to do what we do for a living, period. But I think also our job as actors is to put a little bit of ourselves into that character. So if you hate that character, kind of say a lot about how you feel about yourself. Also, if it's a long-running show, then it's your job to find the things that you love about that character. Because guess what? If you hate them from day one, it's gonna be really miserable on day 198, right? But yeah, I feel like I can't think of any that I don't like. I mean, surely there are the characters that are taxing, like on your voice. So, like if you guys have seen Black Butler. I play May Reed in Black Butler, and this is her voice, right? So it's kind of like Vegeta, but with a really ridiculous accent.
Don't you wish Vegeta actually did sound exactly like Oh, God, the preacher old thing!
I think that would have been awesome. But yeah, so those, they'll hurt, but I still love the character.
I'm trying to go through. I guess the characters I didn't like are the ones I just can't remember because there are certain ones where you just come in and you don't even realize like what you're doing. The only there haven't been cases of characters that I came in because I've been really lucky. I've been cast as a lot of really good stuff. I don't know. There's occasionally times when you're like don't like the way a character is written, or you don't like what a character's doing, or you think that they're too rapey or something. I don't know. Like those have been the only times where I'm like, what's the point of you doing? Like, I'm trying to think of. There are some. I do think I wouldn't even be able to tell you what the show is, but there was a little while where Funimation got these shows in. I think that they were forced to dub, and they weren't really great shows, and they were kind of gross in a lot of ways, and most of the time I didn't get cast on it, but I did get cast on one, and I just dreaded every single session because it was, I wish I could remember even the name of it, but there was just such a gross, dumb show that shouldn't have ever been made.
Yeah.
But I can't tell you what the name of it was because I can't even remember. I think I erased it from my memory. Yeah.
Those are bad times. I'm like,
Sometimes when
visual
you-
images.
When you play a character you don't like, sometimes you actually just make fun of the character as you're playing it, so it actually becomes fun to play.
That's what I do. Like, if I find a character kind of boring or whatever, then I'll make choices. I'll just make choices and give them like a tick, or make them have an accent, or do something different, so then it's fun to me. You know?
Yeah, technically our job, even in dubbing, is to try and make it as interesting, the shows as interesting as they can be to the American audience. And if there's something that's really boring, sometimes you just take a more exciting approach to it.
Last question.
Yeah, you pick.
I pick, let's see, right, someone has a prop in the back, so let's go ahead and do that one. Someone is, the only person who has a hat in their hand, yeah.
You played it smart. That catches attention.
My question is for Chris.
Thank you.
Are you gonna voice act Vegeta in the new Jump Force video game coming out next month?
I have not been approached to voice that because I don't think they dub any of the voices on that particular game. I think it's only going to be Japanese subtitle only.
It's like the My Hero movie.
It's just too, I think some of it's just too complicated. It's like mixing Marvel and DC universes together in the same sort of thing. It's just too many licenses all put together. I think it would just be too difficult and too expensive probably for them to dub it. And that's my final answer. Guys, you guys have been super nice.
Yeah, thanks for coming to see us. This has been awesome.
We are going to go back to where we're signing. If you guys want to come talk to us for a little bit there. We still have some of the Majin Vegeta Pops if you guys wanted one of those or another one. And then I think that's it. Unfortunately, I have to leave tonight because I have to go host this Dragon Ball World Tournament tomorrow in Los Angeles. But Monica will be
I
here.
will be here tomorrow.
And she wants to see every one of you one by one.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everybody. We'll talk to you soon.